At Option Genius, we believe that you deserve freedom, financial freedom, so that you have no more worries and more than enough money. Time freedom, so that you could do what you want, when you want to do it. And choice freedom, to live your life on your terms. But the system and Wall Street are rigged against those little guys. So how do we fight back? Well, my friend, that's what this podcast is all about. My name is Alan Sama, and this is the Option Genius Podcast. Passive trader, when was the last time you let yourself dream really big? I mean, really, really, really big. Most of us, I think, we live lives of quiet desperation. That quote, I don't remember who said it, but I believe that quote is so true. Most people are just going through the motions. So, what would you do if I gave you $1 billion? A billion with a B. Right? If I just gave it to you, or whatever, you woke up one day and boom, there's 1 billion in your bank account. You can do anything you want with it. What would you do? I mean, obviously, a lot of us would probably start spending it, right? I mean, there's no strings attached. It's not stolen or anything. It's your money. You do whatever you want. No taxes to pay and anything like that. Start spending. What are you going to do, right? You're going to buy maybe the nicest house in the state. Maybe you buy 8 or 9 fancy sports cars or luxury cars, whatever you could think of. Bentleys, Maseratis, Maybachs, whatever you can think of. Maybe you buy a jet or two. Maybe you get your own private island. That's thinking pretty big. Maybe you get all the clothes you can ever think of. Eat out every night. Some jewelry for the spouse or something. Gifts for the kids. Maybe a pony. I don't know. But $1 billion is a huge amount. And for most people, they'd probably still have a lot left. I don't think any normal, rational person can spend $1 billion in their lifetime. It's pretty hard. So, what would you do with it? And then the real question is, what would you do with the rest of it? Right? Eventually, you're going to realize that the money is not going to bring you happiness. All the stuff is not important. When you die, it doesn't come with you. Right? The houses, you can buy them, but they're not really yours. Stop paying property taxes and see who really owns all the houses. The cars are going to eventually fall apart. The clothes are going to get eaten by moths and go out of fashion. Pony's probably going to die eventually anyway. So that stuff doesn't bring you happiness. Significance. That's what it's all about, right? Having some significance in your life. Having a sense of purpose. Being able to do something that makes you feel alive. What is that for you? Do you even know? How do you generate significance? How can you generate more significance? I mean, dream big, think big. Is there an injustice that you've experienced that needs to be solved? What did you want to do as a kid when you were little? Think back. Think back to when you were little. What did you want to do, be, accomplish before the world said, no, that's unrealistic. You can't do that. What gives you the greatest excitement and wonder? These are some deep questions. For Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, two of the richest guys in the world, for both of them, it's the same thing. They want to get humanity, mankind, into space. I mean, think about it. These two guys, billionaires, top 2 richest people in the world, they're both of their passions, both of their purposes is to get humanity into space. And so that's why they both have companies where they give billions of dollars to that have pushed the frontiers much farther than NASA's gone. Faster. Cheaper. More sustainable. So what's your purpose? Do you know what it is? Or are you like most people, just going through the motions every day? Living day to day. You know, you get up, you go to work, get stuff done, accomplish some things here and there. Then you're, oh, I'm tired. Oh, it's 5, it's 6 o'clock. All right, time to head home. You get home, you take care of the kids, you hang out with the spouse, you cook, you clean, you do some stuff, and then maybe you relax a little bit and hit the hay. Then it's all time to do it all again tomorrow. Is that what life looks like? Are you in a rut? For most people, they say that they cannot live their purpose because they don't have enough money, or they don't have enough time, or there's something else stopping them. Yeah, I can't do this because I have kids right now. I can't travel the world because I have kids. I can't go and become a teacher because I have all these bills to pay. I can't do this because of that, or this person won't let me, or my spouse this, or my mother this, or my mother-in-law that, right? I think it's just sad. And I mean, I don't blame you if that's you, because I'm in the same boat. You know, I have always wanted to travel and I wanted to see the world, but we have 3 little kids. So can't do it, right? Because they have to go to school. They have to learn stuff. We can't just, it's dangerous out there in the world. I mean, we could be traveling in some third world country and get taken hostage or get sick or get hurt, and then, you know, all the medical stuff, and it wouldn't work, and blah, 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 blah. I was at a seminar where I was talking to this guy, the head of the seminar. He was like this personal trainer, not training physically, but like motivational speaker type guy. And I asked him that question. I said, you know, I don't know what to do. I don't know. I want some more purpose. How do I know what my purpose is? He goes, what do you want to do? I said, I want to travel. He goes, so why don't you travel? It's a pretty simple question. It's like, you want, and you know what you want. Why don't you do it? Well, because he's like, is it money issue? I'm like, no, not money issue. Health issue? No, not a health issue. Okay, so what's the problem? He go, well, I have little kids. And he goes, okay. So what, school? You want to keep them in school? You want them to learn stuff? I'm like, yeah, that's the problem. You know, we can't take them out of school for that long. If they miss, if we go traveling for a year or 2 or whatnot, you know, homeschooling for me, that's not going to work. Neither for my wife. That's not our thing. We go nuts. We'd kill the kids. So he said, you know, he goes to me, he says that he lives on a ship. Yeah, this guy actually lives on a cruise ship. There's one particular cruise ship. I think they call it the World. I think you could look it up. There's one cruise ship that you can actually buy a cabin. It's like a condo, you know, like a private condo. You buy the cabin and you could live on the cruise ship. And it travels all around the world. It docks in different places, and the people who own, like all the people who own the little cabins, they get to vote, and they get to decide where they want to go next and where they want to stop and all that stuff. And if you want to get off, well, then, you know, you get off at the stop and then you fly wherever you're going. And then whenever you want to come back, you find out where the ship is going to be. You fly to that city and then you get on board. So I was like, that's pretty cool. He goes, yeah, there's actually a couple families on the ship. And I'm like, really? He goes, yep. There's one family, indeed. There is a family that have 3 little kids, just like yours. I'm like, how do they do it? He goes, well, they hired a nanny and a teacher and an au pair, or whatever they're called. I don't know what they're called. He hired some tutor to come and teach the kids. So they're traveling around the world. They're seeing the sights. They're seeing everything, but they're still learning. In fact, they're learning better than probably what my kids are learning. Because when you go to school, most of the time is not spent learning. Most of the time the teacher is spent, you know, telling other kids to be quiet or having them go to lunch or line up on, you know, in the proper line, or dealing with discipline issues or announcements and all that kind of stuff. So most of the time is not spent teaching anyway. So they have a tutor that teaches them for a few hours, and then imagine what they learn when they get off at all these different places around the world. Now that's truly an education. So that opened my eyes. It's like, wow, man, I'm just making excuses. I'm really making excuses. So it's not that my kids are stopping me from travel. It's my own limitation. It's my own small thinking. My purpose, if that's my purpose of traveling, it's not strong enough. to get me to figure out how to overcome the situation, overcome the difficulties that I am seeing, which are not really difficulties. So if you've been listening to this podcast for a while, you've heard how we make money out of thin air by selling options that we don't even own to make obscene amounts of returns. All this without being brain surgeons or rocket science. You know, we're not scientists. Without starting with millions of dollars. And without spending years and years and years to learn this stuff. So I want you to be living your purpose, whatever it is. And at that time, I realized, hey, you know what? My purpose probably not is travel. It's not travel because I don't want it bad enough. So I'm still looking for my ultimate purpose. But I think for now, what my purpose is to spread the mission of passive trading, to spread the word, to help other people, to have them experience what I'm experiencing, the joy, the freedom. And that's my purpose for now. I don't know how long it's going to last. Eventually, I'm going to say, you know what? I got another itch. I want to go do something else. And I already have something in mind. And I guess I could share with you guys. I want to start something else called Mortal Heal Thyself. Basically, it's I don't know what it is yet. I haven't really put too much thought to paper yet, but it's a way. It's information to help people to heal their health issues without taking massive pharmaceutical drugs or having to see 100,000 different doctors and all that stuff, to keep us healthy naturally before we get sick. And then even when we do get sick, to do everything that we can without or as taking as little pharmaceutical drugs as possible. So that's kind of like what I want to do. So eventually I'm going to maybe do that. But for now, I'm focused on this particular purpose, which is to help you achieve your purpose, to help you achieve 3 freedoms that we talk about: time, money, and choice. Okay? So I want you to be living your purpose, whatever it is. Now, if you don't know what your purpose is, or even if you do, but something is stopping you, I know that you can figure it out. If you spend enough time on it, you can figure it out. And for some of you, you might need some help. And if that's the case, you can start with our high probability trading live event that's coming up soon. It's a 2-day event training coming up on September 17th and 18th. We'll be talking about this. We'll be having exercise on this and going through it. And I can walk you through the process that I've found that works really well for a lot of people. Or if you're listening to this after that date and it's already happened, you can email us and ask us how to get the recordings. Because if you want to find your purpose, if you want to find your why, I think that is crucial to your success at trading. If you don't know your why, I don't know if you can be as successful in trading as you could be. And so I think it's very, very important. That's why I talk about it at this event. So at this event, I'm going to be spending some time to help you determine your purpose, your why, and how that is so crucial to your success. And then we spend the rest of the 2 days on strategies to free you from any money constraints. Right? I don't want that to be an issue. I can't afford it. No, we're going to take care of that. Okay? We have many, many students that have been through this event in the past. And the first time we did it was not that long ago, but it was less than a year ago. The first one, it was in January of 2021. No, yeah, 2021. Sorry, it was earlier this year, January. We have many students who have attended this event, and they are already on their way to replacing their income with their gains from trading. So that was that thing that they decided. They said, hey, I want to replace my income. Boom, they're already on their way. And for others, they decided, hey, I want to add to my income. So they're on their way. Others decided, hey, I want to use this money to go give back and to help other people. And so, boom, they're on their way to do that. So some of these people had never traded options before. Others had traded, but with very limited success. So we were able to help them overcome their limitations, their limiting beliefs, and to figure out, okay, what is it that's stopping you? What is it in your thinking that's stopping you? And then what is it in your trading? What are the skills that you need in trading wise to be able to turn the corner and start making more from your trades? And it worked. And that's one of the things I'm so super excited about. And that's why we're doing this event again, because we were able to help so many people the first time and the second time. So, I can't wait for it. We have so many success stories, so many people that I get so excited and thankful after this happens, that I just can't. I'm really excited for it. I hope you'll be there. So join me live for 2 days. And while I don't actually have $1 billion to give you, I would love to give it to you if I had it. I don't. Helping you figure out your purpose and your why is actually worth a lot more than $1 billion. And to think about it, even if I had it, I probably wouldn't give it to you, because I would just spoil you. It's much more fun and much more. You feel so much better when you earn it for yourself. So let's do it together. Okay, go to optiongenius.com/live for more details and to get your ticket. Spaces are limited, even though this is a virtual event. We're still restricted on the number of people that can be there at any one time. So get your ticket today. optiongenius.com/live. I hope to see you there. We'll be there live for 2 days. You can interact with me, ask questions, the whole 9 yards. We'll be going through a lot of material. It could be a life-changing event for you. I don't know how many more we're going to be doing of these. I want to continue them, but we have so many other projects that are really, really exciting that are coming down the pike that we might have to suspend this and work on those instead. So if you are looking to make a change, if you're looking to get out of the rut or start trading or stop making excuses, this would be an amazing way to do it. Okay, so get your ticket while tickets are still available. If you can't make it live, there are recordings that will be available, so get those. But really, you want to be there live to get your questions answered, to feel the excitement and to really get motivated. And, there might be some questions that you have, like, hey, how can I do this and this and this? Or this is an issue that I've had in the past. I'm seeing this over and over again. What do I do to fix it? We can talk about those and we can discuss it and answer your questions live. So go to optiongenius.com/live, get your ticket today, and trade with the odds in your favor. Are you ready to get started with passive trading and be a consistent and confident and profitable trader, generating cash flow consistently from the stock market? Well, I have some great news for you. For a limited time, we are offering my new book, Passive Trading, for free. All you got to do is go to passivetrading.com/free book, and we will send you the book in the mail for free, as long as you cover the postage and handling. So if you can cover that, we'll send you the book for free. We've already printed it. We got it for you. We're going to send it out to you. It's free. All you got to do is just go to passivetrading.com/free book and learn the basics of passive trading. Get the behind the scenes, get some examples, learn the strategies, and put this stuff to work in your life right now. Remember, go to passivetrading.com/free book and get yours now while this offer is still available.